Hello and welcome to this 30-minute yoga practice. Today we're going to be focusing on cultivating some vitality and invigoration. So we'll start with a little bit of breathing. So firstly, just getting yourself in a comfortable seated position. So as you can see, I'm kneeling, but you can be sitting with your legs crossed or maybe with your legs extended out in front. So once you've found that comfortable seated position, maybe just taking a moment here to either close your eyes or to set your gaze somewhere down on the floor. So fixing your gaze on a single point. And just beginning to notice sensations in your body. So maybe feeling the contact between your body and the floor. Feeling into where you're at today. And then just noticing your breath. Taking a few conscious breaths in and out through the nose. And so now we'll synchronize our breath with the movement of our arms. So nice and simple, just bringing the arms down beside you. And as you take your next inhale, just raise the arms out to the sides, up overhead, maybe bringing the palms of the hands to touch. And then as you exhale, bringing the arms back down the sides and relaxing through the shoulders. And again, breathing in, reaching and lifting up, and breathing out, lowering the arms down. So you might feel the breath moving up from the belly into the chest as you lift the arms. And then moving back down through the torso as you bring your arms down and exhale. So just take a couple more of these at your own pace and with your own rhythm of breath. And then just resting your arms either beside you or maybe on the lap. Pausing for a moment, connecting with the breath. And from here we'll move on to hands and knees. So coming to a tabletop position where the hands are underneath the shoulders and the knees are underneath the hips. Just making sure that the fingers are spreading and you can feel the ground underneath each of the fingers, starting to lift the back of the body up toward the ceiling. So there's a gentle engaging through the abdomen here, or the lower abdomen, drawing in toward the spine, so creating some stability. From here, we'll extend the left leg straight back, toes to the floor, and the right hand straight forward, keeping the gaze down, extending through the fingertips, starting to really press out through the heel, and then lifting that left foot up off the floor. Then we'll just hold here, take a few breaths, keeping the breath nice and steady, full breaths in and out. And as you take your last in-breath, just bring a little lift up through the thumb, up through the heel, and then release the hand, knee, and foot down to the floor. And then moving to the other side, so right foot extends back, touching toes to the floor, and left hand extending forward. Just making sure that you're still lifting up through the back of the body so you're not dumping down into the shoulders toward the floor. So keeping some buoyancy there. And as you're ready, lifting now the right heel, extending through the sole of the foot and out forward through the crown of the head and the tips of the fingers. Notice the breath and stay with that movement of breath through the body as you hold. One more deep breath in, reaching out and up, and then releasing down. So now keeping both hands on the floor, just go ahead and extend your left leg back, bring your left toes to the floor, and then spin your left heel down to the floor. Try to get the sole of your left foot flat and a nice line from your right hand through to your knee, your toes, and the left heel. So once you've got your balance set here, on your in-breath, reach your left fingers up. So we're coming to a modified side plank. So as you reach up through your left fingers, try to really open your chest here, but keep that gentle engaging through the abdomen and pressing down through the outside of your left foot. Taking one more breath in, and now as you breathe out, take left hand forward over the head. Then breathing in, bringing that arm straight back up, and breathing out, extending forward over the head. One more time, breathing in, breathing out, and then bringing that left hand back down to the floor, left knee down to the floor, and then we'll do the other side. So right leg extending, toes to the floor, and then spinning the heel to the floor, breathing in, extending up through right fingers. Steady yourself here, pressing down through all the contact points, hand, knee, top of foot, and sole of the right foot, breathing. One more deep breath in, reaching right fingers up. As you exhale, extend hand over the head toward the front. Breathing in, coming back up. And breathing out, extending over the head. Breathing in and lifting up. Breathing out, extending forward. Then right hand to the floor, right knee down, and we'll sit back to the heels for a moment. Relax down through shoulders. And just breathing for a moment. Then coming up to a standing position. So every time we come up to a standing position, it's really nice to take a moment to really feel into the contact between your feet and the floor. Let the shoulders pull a little back and down and lift tall through the very top of your head. So feeling nice and tall and open through the body. Now as you take your next breath in, we'll take both arms out the sides, bring them up overhead and the palms to touch again. Now as you exhale, just bring your right hand down to your right thigh and start to lean over to the right, a little stretch through the left side. And breathing in, coming back up to center, palms meet overhead, and exhaling left hand down, reaching right hand over. A couple more times through that, breathing in and reaching up, so getting length through the sides of the body. Exhale, leaning right. Inhaling to center, reaching up. And breathing out and leaning across. One more time. Bringing the focus to the pressure down through the opposite heel, so left heel driving down into the floor. Breathing in and coming up last time to the left as the right heel presses firmly down. Breathing in and coming back up, and exhale, releasing the arms. Pausing here, taking a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. Now bringing the palms of the hands together in front of the chest. I'm going to work through a round of sun salutations. Taking a breath in and out here. Finding that length through the body and stability down through the feet. And on your next inhalation, sweep your hands down and out and up, bringing the palms of the hands to touch. And as you exhale, fold forward, bend into your knees, bring your belly down towards your thighs, and release the top of the head toward the floor. And stepping right foot back and bringing the right knee down to the floor. Breathing in and extending the arms up overhead. As you breathe out, bring the hands back down to the floor and step your left foot back, lift your hips up and come into downward facing dog. So again, having a bit of a bend in the knees here can be quite good. Then coming down onto your knees, and an option here to come into 8-point salute where it's just knees, chest and chin on the floor. If that doesn't feel good for you, then just bring your whole torso flat and down. On your inhale, roll your shoulders back, squeeze your elbows in and lift the chest for cobra. And then exhale onto the knees, tuck your toes under and lift your hips, downward facing dog. And coming forward, take your left foot, step it between the hands and take your right knee down to the floor. On the inhale, sweep the arms up and exhale. Bring the hands down, step your right foot forward next to your left as you fold over the legs once more. And a deep breath in with a flat back, coming all the way up. Raise the arms overhead, touch the palms, and then draw down on the exhale in front of the chest. Pausing here and breathing. And then the left side, breathing in, arms extending out and up, palms to touch, and exhale, fold. Soft bend in the knees, release the head. Left foot stepping back this time and left knee down, breathing in, sweeping the arms up. And breathing out, hands to the floor, right foot steps back as you lift your hips. Down dog. Down to the floor or into 8-point salute, holding the breath out. And then inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot stepping forward, left knee to the floor, breathing in. Reach the arms up, extend through the tips of the fingers. Exhale, hands down, left foot forward, and fold softly over the legs. Breathing in, reaching all the way up to standing, hands touching overhead, and then exhale, hands back down to center, and releasing down to the sides. And just take a moment here again to connect with your breath and just notice how you're feeling or what you're feeling in your body. And from here, stepping back with the left foot, coming to a lunge shape. You can do this with the back heel, the left heel lifted, or you can take a warrior one variation and bring the heel to the floor, but only do that if that feels comfortable for you. Now with the breath, lifting the arms up, breathing in, and as you exhale, bring your elbows down to your ribs, squeeze your shoulders together. Breathing in, coming back up again, breathing out, elbows in, and continue on with this movement. If you'd like to bring a bit more strengthening into the legs, you can lower that back knee down to the floor as the elbows draw in and lift back up as you raise your arms. So just take a couple more at your own pace. This time as you come up, deep breath, palms of the hands to touch, and then exhale. Now bring the hands around behind the back, clasp the fingers, start to press the knuckles down toward the floor, roll your shoulders back and lift your chest. And we're just going to hold here and start to lift the breath up into that area of the chest. And just know that if you're struggling to keep your breath deep and rhythmic, then you might just relax the shoulders a little bit. And releasing the hands and stepping forward. So same on the other side. Now right foot steps back. Setting up for your lunge. High lunge, back heel lifted, or warrior one option with the heel pressing down. With the breath, bring the arms up, inhale. And exhale, elbows into the ribs, opening through the chest. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, squeezing. And so there's that option to take the back knee down to the floor, synchronizing your breath and your movement. And taking your last one. This time as you come up, hold in your high lunge and just bring your hands around behind your back again. Interlace the fingers, press the knuckles down, lift the chest. You might even bring a little lift of the chin or the gaze. And bringing the attention to your breath. Deep breaths into the chest. And then stepping forward. So from here we'll come down onto the knees. So we'll do a little bit of camel pose or working into camel pose. So to begin, we'll just lift to high kneeling and back down to the heels with the breath, and we're also going to raise the arms up. So keeping with our theme. So breathing in now, raise the arms, lift the hips, and breathing out, lowering back down. A couple more of these, breathing in. And breathing out. Last one. So this time we'll breathe in, raise the arms up, stay here in high kneeling, breathe out and bring the hands down to your hips. See if you can draw your thumbs toward each other on the sacrum, that big bone at the lower back. And as you take your next inhale, wrap the elbows back, Lift the chest and hold, deep breath in, and then breathing out, torso forward and hips back to the heels. Again, breathing in, raise the arms up. Hold here and breathe out, bring the hands around behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest, draw the elbows and thumbs toward each other. Hold and exhale, release. One more time through that. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, hands to the hips. Breathe in, open and lift through the chest. And breathe out, sitting back down. Take a few nice deep breaths here. And then we'll sit off to one side and extend the legs straight out in front. So a little bit of counterbalancing. We'll start with a twist each side. So bring your right heel in towards your buttocks and then step the right foot to the outside of your left thigh. And this left leg can stay extended, or you can bring your left heel to the outside of your right hip and ground down firmly through both sides of your sit bones. Then bringing the right hand to the floor behind you, inhale and extend up through your left fingers. As you exhale, turn your torso to the right and bring your left elbow outside your right thigh. And take another breath in here, get some extension and lift. And then exhale, pull the right shoulder back and turn to look over the shoulder. Just making sure that wherever you have your head and neck, it's comfortable. This is a bit more about the twist through the spine, through the belly. Just breathing naturally. And then turning the head forward, use your inhale to untwist. And as you exhale, hug the knee in, lift tall. And then to the other side. So both legs extend forward. Then left heel in and to the outside of the right leg. Option to keep right leg straight or to bring the heel around to the outside of the hip. Left hand comes to the floor behind. Breathing in, right arm, right fingers extending up. Breathing out, twisting to the left, right elbow hooks outside the knee. Breathing in again, lifting up, and exhale a little deeper into the twist, turning the head. Keep the shoulders dropping and the top of the head extending up. And just bring your awareness to the movement of your breath, maybe feeling the breath in the belly. Turning the head forward, inhale, untwist, exhale, hug that leg in, lift tall. Extending both legs out in front, give them a little bit of a shake if you need to. And then coming into a forward fold. So let both of your knees bend quite a bit here. Breathing in, extend your arms up. As you breathe out, hinge forward, bring your hands to your feet. Take another breath in, a little lean back, and then exhale, fold in. So elbows bend, head releases down, but try to maintain the length through the spine and that opening through the chest. And then again, just settling into that awareness of your breath. Breathing down into the abdomen. And to come up and out, first just lean back again. Extend your arms forward. Breathe in to lift yourself up. And breathe out. Release the arms, resting them on the thighs. Closing the eyes or setting your gaze down. Taking a couple of relaxed breaths. Then bringing the soles of the feet to the floor, we'll shuffle the hips toward the heels and come down onto the back. So once you're down on your back, feel into the contact and grounding through your sacrum bone, through your lower back. So find that contact, keep that there, extend your left leg straight and hug your right knee into your chest. Gently squeezing in here, keeping the shoulders dropping down toward the floor. One more cycle of breath here. And release, extending the right leg and bringing the left foot, left leg in. A nice deep breath into the belly, and as you release that breath, see if you can draw your thigh a little closer to your torso. One more breath. And releasing the right leg down. Bringing the hands to rest on the floor beside you. If you'd like to and you have one handy, you might cover yourself with a blanket. You're also welcome to support the back of the head with a thin cushion or maybe a bolster at the backs of the legs. So just doing what you can to get absolutely comfortable here so you can maintain a level of stillness over the next few minutes of Shavasana, our final resting position. In Shavasana, we work to consciously relax all the muscles of the body, to release any tension we might be holding in the body or in the mind. So just begin to scan your awareness down through your body, from the very top of your head down through the face, all the way to the feet, softening around the corners of the eyes and the mouth. Relax the jaw. Feel the heaviness of the shoulders, the arms, and the hips and the legs. See if you can stay with your breath a little bit longer. Stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like, as long as you feel you need. And when you're ready to move into the rest of your day, just start to bring some small movements back into the body.